Welcome to week number 5, Driving Change Adoption. This is an important week. Business case proposals are due. And I truly enjoyed reviewing the slide decks from the teams that chose to share. You guys are doing a great job. Keep up the good work. You're going to end up with a really good product. This week, you'll be dealing with stakeholders and others who might be impacting your change. Who are they? How are they impacting? And you'll be doing some assessments of their readiness. So now let's look at this week's details. Driving change adoption. That's going to be your first discussion for this week. You're going to review the change models, Cotter, ADKAR, and Switch, and you'll be relating that to your personal experience, maybe your organization, or possibly your project. The second discussion board is going to be all about the business case. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and put on your stakeholder hat and give feedback to the other groups. So I want you to take a look at 2 other teams' proposals and provide them with feedback. So take a good look, make sure that no one's left behind. If there is a proposal that hasn't gotten feedback yet, certainly go ahead and put some feedback out so everyone gets some feedback to work with it. The second part of this discussion is taking the feedback that was given to your group and seeing how you can use it to work your presentation. Maybe there's some good suggestions, maybe it's just giving you some ideas, whatever it is. Get together with your group and review that feedback. On peer-to-peer, this week we're starting on the change management strategy, so you have the template to follow. And there's also the stakeholder map. Now there is a template for this, but just use it as a guide because each project is unique. So you're going to have to determine for your project what kind of rating system you want to use for impacts and readiness and whatever else you're evaluating your stakeholders on. And finally, the final business case proposal presentation is due Sunday night by 11:59 p.m. As you are working on this week's assignments, we have some good resources. There's, of course, the change models, and you have some videos there. So you'll be looking at videos for Cotters, for ADKAR, and for Switch. And I'm just sharing the books themselves with you. You'll get enough information from the video to do this week's work. But if it sparks a curiosity with you, I wanted you to know that there is a complete book out there, whether you want to use it for personal enrichment, use it with your organization, or not use it at all. That's totally up to you. I just, like to share additional resources to help you grow in your knowledge. So continuing on with resources, you will be looking at a change curve video. And here you'll get a good look at some stages of reaction to change. And then finally, the article by Connor. So you may recall last week, we watched a video on the roles in change. So this week, we're going to be reading an article that's based on his book, Managing the Speed of Change, and looking more specifically at responses to change and the importance of resilience when making changes. Finally, I want to give you a few additional things to consider. And these are just add-ons, not requirements. Whether you use them now or in the future is totally up to you. But if you are really trying to drive change in your organization, then these can be helpful. Looking at the books from Dungy and Clear, both of these books start looking at individual habits. But the truth is, in organizations, habits merge through the culture. And unless these habits are deliberately designed, they will grow without forethought from rivalries and fears within the organization. So Clear and Dungy, they look at the habit loop. It's a very interesting concept and may be helpful with things that you're doing. Or if you're trying to make changes in your own life, these are very helpful to look at changing your own habits, making changes in your life. In Immunity to Change, the authors provide a systematic approach to change in organizations by addressing what prevents us from change. So they address 4 aspects: visible commitment, behaviors that go against the goal, hidden competing commitments, and assumptions. Change intelligence is actually more reflective. We look more at ourselves as change leaders, looking at primarily how we are focused towards change, our thinking, leading, and acting. So taking a look at the head, the cognitive, the logical, the big picture view, the heart, making sure people are on board, are good with the focus and the planned activities, and the hands, effective details and processes for the activities. Many good resources within the course and a few extra depending on where you are in your organization and how helpful they might be. So it's going to be a busy week. But let's remember, when driving change, perceptions equal reality. Think about how many times have experts said it couldn't be done, and then it was. One of the best examples comes from the 1950s and athletics. So since the Olympics started back in 1896 till 1954, medical professionals, athletes believed that the man was not physically capable of running a mile under 4 minutes. And then came Roger Bannister, and he did it. And not only did he do it, but within 6 months, his record was broken. And records continue to be broken through today. So in the beginning, the perception was it was impossible. That perception has changed. Our world is changing so much now. There are so many perceptions that change even on a daily basis. So look at possible perceptions. Plan to address them in your proposal. It will make it stronger. And then next week, we'll be looking at diffusing ideas across the organization. Have a terrific week. Remember, as always, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to help you to grow and learn. We're all working together, collaborating. Have a beautiful week, and I look forward to seeing your business case proposals by Sunday night. Of course, don't forget, Wednesday you still have a discussion to post with reactions by Sunday. I'm sorry, reactions by Saturday. Sunday is when the proposal is due. Anyway, have a great week and reach out to me if you need to.